Tap to Pay has quickly become a target for scammers. Criminals may be able to charge your card without you even realizing it.
It's called ghost tapping. It's a form of contactless payment fraud where scammers exploit the technology behind that Tap to Pay system.
I already had my phone out, so I just went to use my Apple Card, so it tapped to pay. I looked down at my phone and realized that they took close to $5,000 instead of $20,000.
If you have a debit or credit card with a tap feature, you could be one casual step away from losing thousands without ever realizing it. Scammers are running high-tech, invisible schemes in crowded stores, gas stations, and malls, turning your trust and convenience into their payday. Today, we're exposing exactly how these thieves hijack your money, steal your information, and leave you helpless.
Ghost tapping is when an individual can come right up to you and steal information right off your phone or wallet just by being close to you. So this happens a lot in heavy transit areas like airports.
This is one of the most dangerous payment scams happening right now, and it targets people who think they're completely safe. Criminal crews can drain a tap-enabled debit or credit card in total silence, using a device that triggers your tap feature instantly. A single pass in a crowd is enough to push a full transaction through your bank as if you made the purchase yourself.
It provides people, criminals, an opportunity to walk up and use either an application on their mobile device or like a mobile electronic device, and they can steal your credit card information.
Ghost tapping turns everyday places into hotspots. Shopping malls, grocery stores, airports, gas stations, anywhere people stand close together becomes the perfect hunting ground. The scammer walks by, their wireless reader activates your tap feature, and the charge hits your account immediately as a card-present transaction.
Tap-to-pay fraud are increasing, with scammers using fake vendor setups to steal your money. Some thieves don't even need your wallet, just getting close may be enough.
Organized teams run this operation during peak hours, blending into foot traffic while collecting card data and routing the money straight to burner accounts. The entire theft takes seconds, requires zero interaction, and leaves the victim confused as charges start appearing from places they never visited.
When someone tries to sell you an item, they may charge you way more than the actual item costs. And because you're not signing a receipt and getting your card back, you may not check the total, so check the total. Second, the Better Business Bureau.
Scammers on the street now use tap-to-pay sympathy traps that look harmless and small, yet they generate four-figure losses in seconds. A simple request for help, a $5 donation, or a couple dollars for water is enough to set the entire scam in motion. The moment a victim taps their phone or card, the scammer's device charges 50 to 200 times more than the amount shown in conversation.
It allows small devices to exchange data back and forth at close range, so the scammers can take advantage of a consumer while they're distracted or in a crowded setting and unfortunately steal their money.
It's called a tap scam, and it's everywhere, and it's getting bigger, faster, and sneakier by the day. One tap, and the scammer's device instantly changes a $5 donation into a $5,000 theft. That's exactly what happened to a couple at a Chicago Target. They tapped to donate $20. Instead, they watched $5,100 disappear, all because the scammer entered the amount on their device while the couple was distracted.
The Better Business Bureau warns that thieves could pose as fake vendors because anyone can carry around a little tap to pay and charge you for something, right? At events, for example. And if you're doing a charity donation, check the charity. Make sure that you check out the charity and the amount that you've donated. Scammers sometimes start with smaller charges to avoid the bank fraud alerts because it doesn't say, hey, that's too much, check your charge, and then they tack on more a little later.
What's worse? Atlanta's recent cases reveal scammers targeting people with as little as $2 donations, only to end up stealing $1,100 or more. Police? They're flooded with reports of these incidents. Multiple victims at the same intersection, day after day, all because these criminals are in and out in seconds. No trace, no red flags, just stolen money.
No wallet, no problem. Tap to Pay has become a popular way for quick and convenient checkouts, but the Better Business Bureau is warning shoppers to slow down to avoid a threat called ghost tapping.
They know exactly how to play you. They pick high traffic spots where people are distracted, busy mall entrances, gas station corners, or even parking lots. You tap your card, the scammer types in a huge number, and you won't know until it's too late. They're exploiting apps like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Cash App. Anything that's got a tap feature.
Yeah, and they say the scammer will usually rush you so that you don't look to see the business or the charge amount that's on that card reader. And sometimes they say scammers will pose as representing a charity and they'll overcharge your tap to pay card. The BBB says they've received a report of someone selling chocolate door to door for supporting special needs students, but then charge large amounts to the victims' cards.
The scams are so effective, the police can barely keep up. They've tracked these criminals down to specific spots where they hit multiple victims per week. It's happening everywhere. People trying to do something good, trying to help, and in the blink of an eye, their entire bank account is emptied.
Kelly, most kinds of fraud require physical contact with a bank card. Ghost tapping does not. Scammers just need a wireless payment tool and to be a few feet away from you. And just like that, they can easily access your financial information, ruin your credit standing, and you are left to pick up the pieces.
You walk up to the gas pump, tap your card like it's second nature, and in that instant, your money is gone. This isn't a glitch, it's a trap. Criminals are targeting the tap to pay feature itself, drilling tiny holes in sensors so they can force you to swipe. When you insert your card, a hidden skimmer captures your card data and PIN in 12 seconds. Fast, silent, and completely unnoticed. They've got everything. Your card number, your PIN, and your bank account details. It's happening across the country, and they're using it to drain hundreds, even thousands of dollars without you ever knowing.
This type of tap-to-pay fraud most often happens when a payment terminal has already been compromised.
Those tap-to-pay, those types of fraud attacks occur generally after you've tapped.
It gets worse. These scammers aren't just hacking sensors. They're slapping fake tap-to-pay stickers over real ones. You tap your phone and your money goes straight to their fraudulent account. You'll think you're paying for gas, but your bank statement will tell a completely different story. $20 for gas? No, $500 gone. Just like that. This scam isn't random. It's happening every day at gas stations, and it's time you take a second to double check before you tap.
I just pulled this. I think it's a scammer off that. But it's too late, I already used it. I'm at the Buc-ee's in Enos.
You've seen them everywhere. QR codes for parking, payments, or even store promotions. Don't trust them. Scammers are replacing legitimate QR codes with fake ones, and all it takes is a quick scan to hand over your personal info. You think you're paying for parking, but instead you're redirected to a fake site that steals your credit card details.
Now to a new warning from the FBI about QR code scams. The agency says in last year there have been about $150 million of reported losses involving fraudulent QR codes.
In California alone, scammers have placed fake QR codes on over 150 parking meters, one letter off from the real site. That's all it takes for you to end up on a fraudulent payment page. The FBI reports $150 million lost last year alone due to QR scams, and it's only getting worse. You'll never see it coming. You scan, enter your info, and watch as your money vanishes.
Ghost tapping, it's a way scammers can access bank card information wirelessly. If your phone or wallet is out, you could be susceptible. O'Brien thinks anybody can be a victim of this, but college kids who use Tap to Pay might be one of the more vulnerable groups.
For credit cards, he says you can also buy radio frequency identification protection sleeves to prevent people from stealing your information. According to GuidePoint Security, fraud claims have gone up about 150% in the last year because of this technology.
This is the ultimate stealth scam, digital pickpocketing. Scammers don't need to touch you, they don't need to talk to you. They just need to be close enough to your wallet or phone to steal everything. Using RFID scanners, criminals can siphon your card information from yards away, in crowded places, airports, malls, even public transit.
The complainant said that their mother was charged $537 and another victim was charged $1,100.
This isn't some far-off threat. It's happening right now, in real time. They walk past and your card data is sucked up without you even realizing. Your phone or wallet doesn't vibrate, doesn't make a sound. No alerts, no red flags, just stolen money. The scariest part? These scammers don't need your card, your PIN, or your signature. A tap, a scan, and you're empty.
So this goes beyond that. This could be just a simple tap of a card, and it will steal all the card information, and now the individual has my card.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Criminals aren't just relying on chance. They're preloading transactions to set you up for failure. Here's how it works. Scammers load a preset amount onto a mobile POS device, anywhere from $100 to $500, and walk through crowded places where you're distracted. You tap your card thinking it's for a $5 coffee or a $10 lunch, but your account gets drained for hundreds.
More than half of Americans are using mobile wallets like Apple Pay, according to MasterCard.
It's not an accident, it's a deliberate attack. The transaction appears as card present, and you don't even notice until it's too late. All they need is proximity. They don't need to touch your card. They don't need to talk to you. One scan and the money is gone. This scam is growing and authorities are struggling to keep up. If you have a debit or credit card with Tap to Pay, criminals can drain your account in seconds. They use portable devices to tap your card from a few inches away in busy areas. Ghost tapping makes the transaction appear legitimate and you won't even realize it until it's too late.
And the average loss is between $500 and $1,000. That's a lot of money for somebody to lose with one tap.
Scammers are drilling tiny holes into sensors at gas stations, forcing you to swipe or insert your card. Hidden skimmers capture your data in 12 seconds. It's fast, silent, and it's happening nationwide. You won't know it's happened until you check your bank statement. $20 for gas? $500 disappears just like that. They're also slapping fake Tap to Pay stickers over legitimate ones. You think you're paying the gas station, but the money goes straight to them. You'll only find out when your bank statement arrives. $5 for a bottle of water? How about $1,100 gone instead?
It uses this dev board at the top, and this dev board has the ability to read frequencies that use wireless bands.
It's not just cards. Scammers can also target badges and fobs.
It's not just about cybersecurity in your networks and your online systems, it's also about physical security.
Street scammers prey on your generosity, asking for small donations or help, only to inflate the amount on their mobile POS device. You think you're donating $5, but they charge you $5,000. It's happening right now in crowded places. They use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App, and more to do it. All they need is your card or phone to be within range, and boom, it's theirs. Criminals are setting up preloaded transactions with amounts ranging from $100 to $500, ready to hit your account as soon as you tap. They don't need to touch your phone or card. One tap, and they've already taken the money.
You can use RFID blocking in a wallet. It's like a sleeve that blocks that signal. Also, you want to check the payment details on the card reader before you tap.
Freeze your card immediately if you notice something wrong. Call your bank, dispute the charges, and get the transaction blocked. File a police report and get an official record for your bank. Replace your card. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the less chance you have of recovering your money.
Now, good morning, Tony. Tap to Pay cards and mobile wallets have made checkout quick and easy. But a cybersecurity expert says fraud can start after a person unknowingly taps a payment reader that's been tampered with.
According to the Better Business Bureau, Tap to Pay fraud is a growing concern. It happens when criminals manipulate wireless payment systems at the point of sale.
Scammers know people don't check small charges. The convenience of Tap to Pay is the perfect trap. They rely on you being distracted, in a rush, or feeling guilty about double checking. Peer pressure makes you hesitate, but that's exactly what they want. If someone's rushing you, take a step back and pay attention. Trust your gut. Slow down when paying and double check the amount. Don't let anyone pressure you into tapping quickly. If something doesn't feel right, pay inside. Subscribe to stay ahead of the latest scams. They're getting worse, and this won't stop anytime soon. Stay alert and protect your money.